Stop boiling your potatoes. Yes, you heard that right. The way you've been cooking potatoes might actually be ruining them. Most people think boiling is the healthiest, easiest way to prepare potatoes. But it's the one method that secretly destroys their nutrition, flattens their flavor, and even makes them less healthy for your body. In today's video, you're going to find out exactly why boiling potatoes in water is a mistake, what's really happening inside that pot, and, most importantly, the right ways to cook them so you never lose their nutrients again. So, before you boil another potato, watch this first. What really happens when you boil potatoes? When you drop those potatoes into boiling water, something invisible happens, and it's not good. Potatoes are naturally rich in vitamin C, vitamin B6, potassium, and antioxidants, all essential for your immune system, heart, and energy levels. But here's the problem. These nutrients are water-soluble. That means when potatoes sit in boiling water, those nutrients begin to leach out and dissolve into the water. By the time you drain them, a good portion of the vitamins have already escaped, right down the sink. So, even though you think you're eating something healthy, most of the nutrition you paid for is literally washed away. And it doesn't stop there. The starches inside the potato also start breaking down and mixing with the water. This gives your potatoes that soggy, watery texture, instead of the fluffy, creamy bite you were hoping for. In short, boiling turns a nutrient-packed potato into a bland, overcooked sponge. Why this is a big deal? You might be thinking, it's just a few vitamins, what's the big deal? But here's why it matters more than you think. Potatoes are one of the most common foods people eat worldwide. If you're boiling them several times a week, that nutrient loss adds up over time. Every time you boil, you lose roughly up to 50% of the vitamin C, 30 to 40% of the B vitamins, and a large portion of the minerals like potassium and magnesium. That's a huge chunk of their health value gone. And it gets worse. Boiled potatoes have a higher glycemic index, which means they can cause your blood sugar levels to rise faster. This is especially concerning for people trying to manage diabetes or lose weight. Plus, let's be honest, boiled potatoes just don't taste exciting. They absorb too much water, and no matter how much butter, salt, or herbs you add, they still end up tasting flat and lifeless. Better alternatives to boiling. Alright, let's fix that. Because there are much better ways to cook potatoes that keep all the flavor and the nutrients. Here are some healthier, tastier alternatives. White down pointing backhand index. 1. Steam them instead. Steaming keeps the potatoes out of direct contact with water, which means the vitamins stay inside instead of leaching out. It's gentle, it preserves texture, and it gives you soft, flavorful potatoes that still hold their shape. Perfect for mashed potatoes or potato salad. Pro tip: add herbs or garlic to the steaming water for a natural infusion of flavor. 2. Roast or bake them. Roasting is one of the best ways to cook potatoes. The dry heat locks in nutrients, while the natural sugars in the potatoes caramelize beautifully, giving that crispy outside and fluffy inside we all love. Just toss them with a bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and rosemary. Then bake at 200 degrees Celsius, about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, until golden. You'll get a dish that's not only delicious but packed with fiber and antioxidants. 3. Air fry them. Love fries. Air frying is a game changer. It uses little to no oil, keeps most nutrients intact, and gives you that satisfying crunch without the guilt. You get crispy, golden potatoes, with up to 80% less fat than deep frying. 4. Microwave steaming, quick and easy option. If you're in a hurry, this trick saves time and nutrition. Cut your potatoes into chunks, place them in a microwave-safe bowl with a few tablespoons of water, cover, and cook for 4 to 6 minutes. This method preserves most nutrients and still gives you tender, delicious potatoes in minutes. Now, if boiling is your only option, maybe for mashed potatoes or soups, here's how to do it right. Boil with the skin on. The potato skin acts like armor, keeping most nutrients from leaking into the water. Start with cold water instead of boiling water. This allows the potatoes to heat gradually and cook evenly, reducing nutrient loss. And here's a secret: once they are cooked, let them cool before serving. Cooling helps form something called resistant starch, which improves digestion and keeps you fuller longer. So even if you boil them occasionally, you can still make it smarter and healthier. So the next time you reach for that pot of boiling water, think twice. Because you might be boiling away the best parts of your potatoes, their taste, texture, and nutrients. Try steaming, roasting, or air frying instead, and you'll be amazed how much better they taste and how much healthier they are. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more food wisdom, and share it with someone who needs to stop boiling their potatoes today.